You guys gotten to go to the CIA offices? Or
Yes.
Really?
We have indeed.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What information?
We're going to tell you a lot, and then we're going to have to cut the camera.
Yeah, all right. No, I won't do.
And now it's time for another instalment of Inside the Down Under Actors Studio. Learn about acting and being Australian.
Always dreamed of being on the Actors Studio, and I finally get my chance.
The Australia version's a little different.
There's a lesson in there for all of us. Aussie man.
But when we're working, we just go at it, you know what I mean? Because that's where the grit is, right?
Me next guests play characters in the high-octane, adrenaline-fueled, problem-solving universe of Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. No games in this one, just an outright casual chat. It's John Krasinski and Michael Kelly.
All right, bloody rolling. All right, John Krasinski, Michael Kelly, welcome to Inside the Down Under Actors Studio. From this point onwards, you will have to adopt Australian nicknames. So you'll be known as Krazo, if that's all right.
Sure, yeah.
And Michael, you'll be Mick.
Mick. I like it. I like it.
Krazo
Boring.
and Mick.
That's boring. Yours is
Kraz,
boring.
I know.
Well, you know, it's simple.
It's Krazo, but yeah. Thank you.
Kelsey, maybe Kelsey.
Ooh, I like that.
That could be good.
Yeah,
All right.
Kelsey.
I can run with it. All right, Krazo and Kelsey.
Like
All right. So well done with Jack Ryan.
Thank you.
By the way, what were the biggest challenges for you guys in making the first few seasons?
I think for me it was probably the whole physical transformation and staying in shape, but also all the stunts and military training and all those things. It was also the most exciting part of it. I mean, I think the thing probably is one of my favorite parts of doing this whole show is how we interact with the military community so closely, and we have great consultants on set all the time. Everywhere we go, we're sort of introduced to a whole new group of people who are heroically putting their lives on the line for us. So it's really fun to interact and keep them all very entangled in this show.
Have you guys gotten to go to the CIA offices? Or
Yes.
Really?
We have indeed.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What information?
We're going to tell you a lot, and then we're going to have to cut the camera.
Yeah, all right. No, I won't do. No, I won't do. Maybe I work for ASIO. You know, we can exchange information.
I know really one of the coolest things about going there, other than meeting the people and everything, is that they will brief us on something that we ask to be briefed on for future seasons or what have you, and to learn information that's that day delivered to them. You know, where we are currently standing on X, Y, or Z in the country, in the world, is it's fascinating to listen to these people talk.
And what do you think? What do you guys think resonates with the Tom Clancy source material still? Because that's been, that's been ripe for decades now with Hunt for the Red October and Clear and Present Danger, and
I don't know, Kraz.
it's got more to it.
Thank you, Kelzo. Thank you, Kelsey or Kelzo?
Kelsey.
Oh, Kelsey. Got it. I think we clearly are not adhering necessarily to a book or a movie, which I think was always the point when they decided to create the show. I think for me, what's really exciting is we always try to pay an homage in each season, and this season was the Hunt for Red October. I think the idea was this idea, instead of a nuclear submarine, we were actually looking for a person, just as secretive and who has intel that can sort of destabilize a horrible plot.
Someone reached out to me directly, which means whoever that is knows that I'm right. You bring me in now, we lose all communication, we're in the dark.
Let me make this more clear. If you run, this is going to get much worse for you.
Jack, listen to me. Don't do it.
For me, I hope that the Clancy estate and Tom Clancy would feel that this is a more updated, modern version of his character, but always keeping in tune with the idea of his moral compass, certainly, and I think the idea of using his brain and being a superhero by being a real person. I think that was always the draw for me as a kid watching these, is that that's someone who could exist rather than all the superheroes. He doesn't wear a cape. It's actually someone who's out there trying to problem solve. So for me, I hope he would be thrilled.
Yeah. How important do you think that is thematically? Because it's like the ethics, like you said, the morals of the character coming through. He gets himself in some hot water, always trying to stick to them, but that's kind of the big through line with it too, yeah?
Yeah, and I think that for me, one of the most exciting things was that through line, that in the first season, he was really, he was called a Boy Scout the whole time because he really was sticking to his guns about what's right and wrong. He thought that it was a clear black and white situation, and I think that Greer in season 2 sort of taught Jack that the world doesn't operate in black and white. It's a gray area.
I believe you can make a difference without having to make those kind of compromises.
I know you do. Because once a long time ago,
I used to believe the same fucking thing.
So season 3 is just pure gray area. It's just being on the run from the CIA itself and having the CIA be the ones that are hunting Jack this season was really a thrilling plot to jump into.
Nice one. Well, I am fair dinkum looking forward to it. So yeah.
Awesome.
Any final questions for Aussie Man before I go?
Where'd you get the shirt?
I got the shirt, I think, from a Loot Crate box. Yeah, that's what it was, because I did a sponsorship for them. There we go. We've come full circle.
So before the cameras were rolling, Krazo and Kelsey were trying to arc me up. They were like, why don't you have a sponsorship on your hat? Why is it blank? You could put a bloody billboard on it. You could have sponsors. And I said, oh, fuck off. I like to keep it real. I like my blank hat. So that's the story of how this conversation came full circle.
And they would send me the shit to flog. So yeah, that's what it was. Also, I'm hoping you bring back some good news eventually.
Oh, thank you so much.
Because I reckon my audience is going to be like, why didn't you ask Krazo about some good news?
Oh, that's so awesome. That was one of the greatest honors of my career is being able to do that. That was my therapy. The fact that anybody watched that was awesome.
You watched his YouTube channel?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. It was a smasher.
But it helped a lot of us get through that incredibly difficult time. It brought families together to watch it together. We watched it with the kids, and it was something we looked forward to when a new one came out,
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. Oh, lovely to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Cool, man.
Keep enjoying Sydney.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. See ya.
Take it easy.